When I was a kid, I was taught there is one planet for the human race. It's called planet Earth. But now that I'm older, I realized that is a lie. There are two planets, not one. Planet for the rich and another for the poor. And COVID-19 is a lot more dangerous in one of these planets. This is income inequality, and it's a big deal right now. For the next few minutes, I want to take you on a journey around the world to show you just how different those two planets are. This journey starts in Brazil. Here, millions of people live in a favela. It's a slum built on mountains where the people are poor. Electricity goes out all the time and living conditions are very basic. And this slum is literally right next to the rich neighborhood with tennis courts, pools, and lots of space. This is income inequality in one sad image. Yes, we are all in this together, but COVID-19 is much more dangerous in these packed houses. Moving on to San Francisco. San Francisco is one of the richest cities in the world, where a fancy ice cream cost me $7.
They make it by minimizing the crystals between the ice cream molecules so that it becomes extra creamy. It's good.
It's good, but right outside the fancy shop, you see this. Homelessness. In San Francisco, the top 1% and the bottom 1% live in the same city, but they don't live together. In fact, they rarely interact.
Get the f away from me! I will kill you!
Why are you talking to me like that?
I'm gonna f***ing bash your head in, bitch!
In India, I went to Mumbai and I checked into the Four Seasons luxury hotel.
Bon appetit!
Because I wanted to treat myself for one fancy night, only to open the window and see this, the slums of Mumbai. The Four Seasons was built on land that used to be slums, and in those slums, COVID-19 spreads much faster than it does in a five-star hotel. This is income inequality that can literally kill you. In South Africa, I saw the worst inequality of my life between the blacks and the whites. It's where villas are built right next to slums. And inside those slums, millions of black people live. Some of them got public bathrooms only 5 years ago. These slums are so cramped that it's almost impossible to social distance and stay safe. By now, it's very obvious. We have one planet for the rich and another planet for the poor. But the crazy thing is, from the inside, these two planets are actually very similar. One day, I went to spend the night in one of the slums in South Africa, even when people warned me not to do it.
Do that because they're going to rob you, man. These people are thugs in there.
And there, I met the most generous humans. Despite not having much, they opened their homes to me and their hearts.
Thank you so much.
And that's the point. We may live in different planets, but we really are the same.
I love you. Good night.
Good night.
In Kenya, I decided to get 2 half haircuts. Half a haircut in the rich area and another half in the poor area. The cost was $10 here and $1 here, and the result was the same. In India, I bought a shirt from the rich area and another shirt from the poor area. $60 versus $4. I cut them in half and sewed them together, and the result was the same. In our little planets, we actually want similar things, but our lives are not the same, especially in a pandemic. From India to Brazil to the United States to South Africa to Kenya, COVID-19 is a lot more dangerous in Planet Poor. It's much harder when you don't have public bathrooms. It's much harder when you live in cramped areas. It's much harder when you don't have access to a hospital. This is not supposed to make you hate the rich. I have no problem with rich people. Good for you. I have a problem with extreme poverty. Why are we ignoring it? Why is this not on everyone's newsfeed, especially right now? I don't know how to fix income inequality, but I do know if we want to beat COVID-19, then we need one planet instead of two right now. And that should be planet Earth. See you next week.